day's finally come where I'm able to break out the forge again, get set up in the driveway, and try to get the last of the pickets formed and blackened, and then we'll get to the point where we can start actually working on the fence itself. Okay, it took me about 20 minutes to get set up out here in the drive. I haven't fired up the forge yet, but my hopes are that I'm going to make it to my granddaughter's tennis match and maybe be done here by somewhere around 1:30. And right now I think it's about 20 minutes after 9. So let's see how things go. Now, my first pieces that are going into the forge are going to stay straight until I can get the material that's in my dip tube liquefied. It just makes it a lot easier, and I don't end up bending my pickets trying to shove them down through that waxy substance that's in that tank. So maybe the first 2 or 3, 4 pieces are going to go into there to try to get that liquefied. Okay, the material in the dip tank has liquefied enough that it's almost covering the whole picket, and so I'm going to start putting these pieces back through and then going through the bending process and twisting process. All right, I'm going to take the first twisted bent one out and put it in the dip tank. Okay, I moved the shade of the ladder out of the way, but order from left to right are the first ones that were dipped several times, and you don't see a large variation, but you do see a variation in the overall between all of them. This particular one here has some red showing from the rust. This one is pretty black, and this last one right here is pretty black, and that one also. But you can also see here where this one got too hot, that one got too hot, at least for my liking. And all the ones that I'm going to be doing today are the last of my short single twists, but it gives you a good idea of the process that I went through. 31 are completed, and I've got one more in the form, and I thought maybe some of you might be wondering why I'm beating on the back side of this fixture to as I'm forming them. These cutouts, there's a piece in there right now, but those cutouts are for the twists because they had to have a void there. And what seems to happen, if I don't tap on that, it ends up with like a flat spot there because there's nothing that is supporting that. You got a closer look, but you can see how it spans the hole. So me tapping those areas lightly actually puts a little more of a arch to them. I was noticing that it almost looked, you know, a flat spot, kind of a flat spot, harder to notice because of the twist, but another flat spot. So I just started tapping on those, and I'll fire the forge back up, warm that one back up, and get it in the same state as the others. Well, after that run of 32 pieces, let's see how hot this dip tube got. All right, you wouldn't want to touch it with your bare hands, but it does transfer the heat in through that material and into the tube itself, and you can see how much spatter over the process of making all of these. I've gotten all over this shipping blanket. Again, it was a Harbor Freight purchase because I knew it was going to be wasted. Okay, you got to see the forge and the forming table and how that all worked. I'm standing here in front of a pile of the shorter pickets that goes with that set that I just finished up, so that's all of those complete. And what we're going to plan on doing next is going up, tearing down the old fence, and putting in all the new, the vinyl cladding, the womanized lumber, and these pickets. Thanks for watching. See you later. All right, we got all 32 of those pickets done, and that was yesterday. Made it to the courts on time, and within the first set, we got rained out. So here we are the next day, and we'll see how tonight goes. But thanks again for watching, and really appreciate you spending your time checking this out. Talk to you later, and have a great one. Thanks again to LumaFusion for the ease that this video was edited. I've got a long ways to go, but with an app like this, it sure does make it a lot easier.